University, Mamabu government. This is the Young Comprehensive College in Ikorodu, Seretu area. You can see what the security is doing, pouring all their debt into the gutter, which leads to the canal. Now they are blaming government for flooding and everything in their area. These are
Who chat? Now listen, when we speak about changing Nigeria, right? Change is not a one person's thing. Change is not just for the government to do. Change is a collective effort of different people, different tribes, different whatever, coming together as one and trying to do their individual best to improve our environment, right? We sit all day and shout the government is the government that, which is our right. We are trying to hold them accountable because at the end of the day, funds, we are talking about money involved, right? And we would love to see our nation evolve to a state that we could be proud of. Because I see a lot of people all the time, they're like, oh, I regret being born into Nigeria. I regret, don't. Nigeria is amazing. Nigeria is beautiful. Let's not ever let the actions of our leaders and certain people change the way we feel about our darling country, because Nigeria is amazing. But for us to get to that point where we can be proud of our country, we need to, all of us together, work on our individual self and see how we can add to the progress of the country. It starts with me and it starts with you. Now, I always say everyone has the capability of making mistakes. We have a choice every single day to choose, are we going left or are we going right? It is now for us to pick right and apply ourselves. Now, let me correct the guy in this video for a second, because I am a person, see, I don't just make mouth on the internet. When I see things being done or happens in front of me, I pick at them immediately. I do not wait to pull out my camera to film, to show the rest of the world what is going on. I correct the problem first, and then I could come make a video about it. And let me tell you something. A few months ago, I was driving, right? I was very close to the Link Bridge roundabout. I turned to my left because, I turned to my left and I see a car next to me. Now, when I looked very well into the car, it was an older gentleman driving, but then there was a child behind him just tugging at his chair. No seatbelt, no nothing. Like he was with his whole body in front, and I kept honing my car. I kept honing. They didn't get the message. Then when we were about to turn, I tried to swerve my car in a way that I am kind of in front of him where he can notice me. And I told him to wind down, and I screamed, put your child in a seat belt or he will be... Do you understand? Any mistake you do, somebody could hit into you, that child is gone. Do you understand? I corrected that narrative right there. Now, this man, I am grateful that you brought out this video, because we as Nigerians, we need to start paying attention to the ills that really happens in our society. But sir, you sat in your car and watched this man from the beginning. You knew exactly what he was about to do. You brought out your camera, and instead of you stepping out of your car to go correct him or screaming at him and doing something, you watched him literally throw garbage into the drains just to come out to make a video to say, oh, this is what he did. I am grateful that you put out that video, but you could have still pulled out your camera while you were yelling at him to stop, and he would have. Now, why this is a specifically touchy video for me is, yes, I might be. My estate floods a lot, right? But because of I raised the floors in my compound, I don't get to really feel the effects of the rain, the floods and all that. But based on this mistake that not just this man does, a lot of people make this mistake. A lot of families end up with their house literally like a swimming pool. A lot of families have their properties being destroyed on a daily, every time, and the rains have been very vicious these days. We need to all collectively learn how to maintain our environment. I don't ever throw gum, or because I think of the birds, once they stick in gum is a problem. I don't throw garbage. I don't do anything that could dirty up our environment. And when you see, and this is why I always came to defend Very Dark Man when the Rattles would clean, because a lot of people try to mock them for this, but you don't even understand the benefits of those cleaning. I saw a man literally get into the gutters with his feet, bare feet. That is, which by the way, he needed rain boots, but he did that not for himself, not to receive accolades, not to receive credit alerts. He did that for the people, for society. Now, these are things that our government is supposed to do, to make sure the drains are empty, to make sure there's a good flow of water to the canal, to make sure the canals are not blocked. But we ourselves need to contribute to that. You cannot block the drain and then complain that, oops, your homes are flooded. So this is why I'm not even shouting at this, because that video offended me very, very deeply. But let's try. I know it's not easy to overnight just wake up and change the way you think and move differently, but let's try. Let's start with baby steps, okay? Let's try to contribute to the beautification of our lands. Yo, there's only one Nigeria, man. And as much as a lot of people will think, oh, I hate being Nigerian, you shouldn't. As much as we are holding our leaders accountable, let's hold ourselves accountable. Ask yourself, what is one thing I can do today that will help the environment? What is one thing I can do today that will push people into being more positive than negative? Can I put a smile on someone's face today, whether it is by a good word or whatever it is? How do you make someone else smile today? Do you know how many people I walk around and I see them and their faces might be down, and just a word of encouragement just lifts their spirit up? We have lived under survival mode for so long, but we need to change it. But we're changing that we need to change ourselves, and this is not a joke. This is why, like, no joke, it gives me no pleasure to come out on the internet and pick on people's lives. But you see, when those people indirectly affect the livelihoods of Nigerians as a whole, I have a problem with that. And it's not because, I'm claiming I'm saint and all of that. No. But I make it a deliberate effort to analyze myself daily. Sometimes even when I blast certain people, I'm like, damn, okay, I was harsh. But still, sometimes you need to be brutal to let people understand that their actions may and will affect the rest of the people. It's not about me. What can I gain from me? What can I achieve for me? It's about the collective. It will always be about the collective. I don't have a problem with absolutely no one. Not Yoruba, not Igbo, not Delta, not Edo. I don't have a problem with absolutely no one. So why do you? Please, let's do better, okay? Every day we must grow. Every single day we must grow, and that's it, okay? Mama got work to do, okay? Bye now. Mwah.